Hello everybody and welcome back to another Halloween tutorial. So this is my half glam, half jack-o'-lantern look. So if you want to see how I did this look, go ahead and keep on watching. So to start off, I'm going to prep my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape. Of course, this has been my best friend since I got it, which was not that long ago, but still, it's been my best friend since then. So yes, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out and set that with the translucent powder. Now with my Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to be taking this color right here and I'm just going to be buffing that into my transition area, back and forth on a Wet n Wild crease brush. And then I'm going to be taking this kind of burnt orange shade and I'm going to be doing the same with that, just layering it right on top of the previous shade. Again, going back and forth, windshield wiper motions and circular motions. Next, I'm going to take my mascara. This is going to be a very simple eye look because I want to focus mainly on the jack-o'-lantern look at the bottom. So I went ahead and just lined it and then added some dramatic lashes. These are Ardell Double Up Demi Wispies, I believe. And for this part, I'm taking a nude liner. This is kind of like a concealer liner. And I'm just going to map out how I want my mask, if you will, to start and end. So I'm kind of taking the upside down M look, if you will, or maybe like a W, whatever you want to call it. I'm just kind of mapping it out like this. You can map it out however you want to do it. So for the top part of this mask, it's going to be nothing new. I'm going to do it how I do my everyday glam. Like I said, I wanted to keep the eyes subtle because I wanted to focus on the jack-o'-lantern at the bottom. So the top, I'm just going to be going through my normal routine, foundation, concealer, bronzer, stuff like that. Y'all know that I am not great at face painting, so this is honestly kind of easy. I like the way it came out. You can make some tweaks if you want something done differently. This was pretty easy for me. Actually, not super easy. It kind of took some thought, but it wasn't super duper hard. So if you're looking for a easy but still kind of creative thing to do for Halloween, this would be the perfect look for you. So right now, all I'm doing is blending out my Wet n Wild foundation with my big Real Technique sponge. I love this sponge, but I'm looking for a newer sponge. So if y'all have any suggestions, let me know what I should try out because I'm looking for just a different beauty sponge. I don't know why I'm getting kind of tired of this one. I don't know. I still love it, but I'm getting tired of it. So I'm just concealing how I normally would, except I'm not taking it down as far because I am cutting this to half of my face. So what I'm doing is I'm just blending this out very carefully under my eye, trying not to drag it down past the little mask. Let's call it a mask. And so right now all I'm doing is setting it with some Airspun translucent powder. I'm just setting everywhere that I put concealer. And then next for my brows, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Brow Duo. And I'm just going to be doing my brows like normal. And I also clean them up with concealer that I didn't show y'all. But I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild Contour Duo. And I'm just going to be contouring my face and bronzing with this same shade. And this little NARS Ita brush. And when it comes to contouring my cheeks, I'm just going to keep it above the mask, just doing a very little line, because like I said, I don't really care for the focus to be on the top. I want it to be mainly at the bottom. And for highlight today, I'm just going to be mixing these two shades from the Nicole Guerrero palette, and I'm just going to be highlighting to the gods, of course, on my cheekbones, and I also threw a little bit on my forehead. And of course, I had to be extra and highlight the top part of my nose. And I also took some on the inner corners of my eyes. For this eye look being so simple, I think it came out super duper pretty. My liner came out sharp as hell, which I was very excited. So for the bottom part of my face, I'm going to be taking this Wet n Wild paint palette. This is new. I think it came out. It's with their Halloween stuff, so it was only like $5, and plus this color is actually pretty pigmented, as you can see. I also want to try using them kind of like as a shadow base, but I will do that a little like later on my channel. So if you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up and I will definitely do that. So I'm just going to be painting this all over the bottom half of my face with this synthetic brush. This is just a big kind of flat but fluffy brush at the same time, and I'm just going to be using this brush because it did cover a lot of space. So I'm just going to be painting this up like, I don't know, what would you paint on your face like this? Nothing really, right? I guess it just happens during Halloween because I don't think people paint on their foundation like this. I've never seen it done, but if you do that, no offense, but whatever. I'm just going to be painting this on the bottom half of my face, and then to set that, I'm going to be taking this orange kind of peachy shade from the Royal Peach palette. You could take any orange shade that you want, or maybe even a translucent powder. I'm not sure if that works, but you can do that. I'm going to be taking this brown shade from the e.l.f. contour kit. This is the cream contour kit. And I'm just going to be making straight lines from the very end of my mask to the bottom of my face. I'm just going to be making straight lines all across my face. And no, they don't have to be perfect. They can be messy. I was kind of going for the grungy type of scary jack-o'-lantern look. Although it doesn't look very, very scary. It does kind of look a little bit creepy at the end. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can make them as messy or as neat as you want them. As you can tell, I wasn't doing them very neat because, I don't know, I was really trying, but it just wasn't working out for me. Next, I'm going to be taking this brown shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just going to be smoking out those lines. I'm going to be smoking on the, what would you call this? The inside? The outside? The outside part of each line. I'm going to call it the outside, and then the other side I'm going to call the inside, okay? So I'm going to be smoking out the outside part of these lines, and since the lines I used like a cream color, it kind of smoked out perfectly. So I'm just going to be dragging that brown shade back and forth, kind of blending it out, kind of as you would your lower lash line, just blending out your liner. That's what I'm going to be doing for this, okay? So I'm just going to be doing it to every single line with just a kind of fluffy brush. This is also a flat kind of fluffy brush. And I'm just going to be going back and forth. Like I said, it does not have to be neat. I was going for the kind of grungy, scary look. So I think it came out perfectly. I'm just going to be doing this to every single line. And next, I'm going to be taking this burnt orange shade, and I'm just going to do the same thing to the like right under that concealer line that I drew. So the part that separates the jack-o'-lantern and the glam part of the face, I'm just going to be smoking that out just to give it a little bit more dimension. I kind of went back and forth to different colors just to give these lines a little bit more dimension and to look a little bit more realistic, although there's nothing realistic about this. And then I'm also going to take that same color and I'm going to be smoking out the inside of the lines. So I'm going to do that to every single line, again, just to give it a little bit of dimension and to make it look pretty, okay? You want to make it look like you took some time on this. Like you took some time on the glam part, you want to make it look like you took some time on the creepy part, okay? Okay, sounds good. So next I'm going to be taking my Kylie Cosmetics, I think it's called Dead of Night liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to be overlining the top part of my lip, and then I'm just going to be extending it, kind of creating a jack-o'-lantern mouth. Now you can make this as narrow or as wide as you want it. I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit more narrow because I didn't want it to take up the whole part of the jack-o'-lantern. And once you have it outlined, you just want to fill it in with all black. There is no need for negative spacing or anything like that. It's all going to go black, so feel free to be messy or clean or whatever you want. Now, I simply just colored it all in and I left it like that. If you want to set it with a black shadow, feel free to do that. I just didn't do that because I felt like there wasn't a need because it was already pretty dark. So, yeah, that's all I did. I kind of just filled it all in with this shade and I left it there to dry. So, I just took a very tiny concealer brush and I just kind of painted it and filled it in as best as I could. So for the nose of this jack-o'-lantern, I decided to take the easy way out and I just did a very, very simple triangle nose. So with a very thin liner brush, all I did was make a triangle right at the tip of my nose and then I just filled it in. I also did this with that same liquid lipstick. Yep. I took the easy route. I didn't think I could make some crazy shapes, so I kind of took the stereotypical route. And so with this black shadow, all I did was also smoke out the, what is it, the outside part, just to give it a little bit more dimension. So once you do that across your whole face, you are done, and that is the end of this tutorial. I hope that you all liked it. I enjoyed it. It was very, very creative when it comes to me, so I thought it came out very, very good. But I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.